Of course, I will take the provided transcript and completely rewrite it in the unique style of Wisdom Free. The new script will be longer, more creative, and will incorporate a strong hook, deeper personal commentary, and more direct engagement with the audience. It will adhere to YouTube's fair use principles by transforming the original content into a new, distinct piece. Here is the rewritten script. Japan's longevity secret. This forgotten food rebuilds muscle faster than eggs after 60. Did you know that one of the most common pieces of health advice given to seniors is quietly setting them up for failure? You've been told to eat eggs for protein, to keep your muscles strong, to fight back against the frailty of aging. It's repeated so often that it's become an unquestioned truth. But what if I told you that for your body, after the age of 60, eggs are not the perfect protein you think they are? What if there's a forgotten food, a secret hidden in the wisdom of the world's longest-living cultures that can rebuild your muscles faster, digest more cleanly, and support your entire body in a way that eggs simply cannot? This isn't just a theory. New research is beginning to confirm what wise elders have known for centuries. There is a specific type of nutrient your body is crying out for, one that addresses the real reasons we lose strength as we age. It's not just about grams of protein. It's about absorption, inflammation, and the very infrastructure of our bodies. Most of us have never even considered this food as a muscle builder. In fact, many people dismiss it as something weak or unsubstantial. But today, we're going to uncover why this humble food may be the single most powerful tool you have to fight age-related muscle loss or sarcopenia. Before we dive in, I want to ask you something. Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right? Eating your protein, trying to stay active, but you're still feeling weaker? That feeling of your legs not quite trusting you on the stairs, or the struggle to open a tight jar? If that sounds familiar, let me know in the comments with a simple, "I feel it." You are not alone, and the reason why is not your fault. It's because you've been given an incomplete map. Today, we're going to fill in the missing pieces. We'll explore 3 powerful foods, but pay close attention to the third one. It's the one that changes everything. 1. The fermented powerhouse. Why your gut is the key to your muscles. The first food we need to talk about isn't glamorous, but it is profoundly wise. It's tempeh. Now, many people might confuse tempeh with tofu, but they are worlds apart. Tofu is processed, while tempeh is a whole food made from fermented soybeans, and that single word, fermented, is the key. Why? Because after 60, the greatest challenge to your strength isn't just what you eat, it's what your body can actually absorb. You could eat the most expensive steak or the perfect egg, but if your gut health is compromised, as it is for so many seniors, that protein might as well be passing right through you. It's like putting premium fuel into a car with a clogged fuel line. The engine will never get what it needs. This is the hidden crisis of senior nutrition. We focus on the food, but we ignore the system that processes it. Fermentation pre-digests the food for you. It unlocks the nutrients and, most importantly, it populates your gut with beneficial probiotics. These tiny helpers heal your gut lining, reduce inflammation, and ensure that the protein you eat actually reaches your muscles. Think about it this way. Every time you eat tempeh, you're not just feeding your muscles, you're sending in a repair crew for your digestive system. It's a 2-for-1 benefit that most protein sources simply can't offer. I have heard countless stories of seniors who were eating plenty of meat and protein shakes but kept getting weaker, plagued by bloating and fatigue. They weren't lazy. Their bodies were simply struggling to use the fuel. When they switched some of that hard-to-digest meat for easily absorbed, gut-healing temper, everything changed. Their energy returned, their strength improved, and the bloating disappeared. This isn't about demonizing animal protein. It's about being smarter. It's about understanding that as we age, our bodies need a gentler, more efficient approach. Trying to force-feed a 70-year-old body the same way you would a 30-year-old is a recipe for failure. Adding a small, half-cup serving of tempeh to your lunch or dinner a few times a week can be a revolutionary act of self-care. Pan-fry it, steam it, or add it to soups. You're not just eating, you're nourishing, healing, and rebuilding from the inside out. 2. The ocean's nutrient bomb, the food that fights invisible soreness. The second food is one that many people in the West turn their noses up at, but in doing so, they miss out on one of nature's most perfect designs for the aging body: sardines. I know the smell, the texture, but please hear me out. If you understood what these tiny fish could do for your mobility, you might just learn to love them. Sarcopenia isn't just about losing muscle mass. It's about losing muscle function. It's that slowness, that hesitation, that feeling of soreness after doing something that used to be easy. What's the hidden culprit behind this? Often, it's low-grade, chronic inflammation. It's a quiet fire in your muscles and joints that makes movement feel like a chore. You think, "I'm just tired," or "I'm just getting old." But what if you're actually just inflamed? Sardines are a perfect weapon against this silent enemy. They are a powerhouse of anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA. These nutrients don't just reduce inflammation. Studies show they can actually enhance how your body builds muscle protein. Furthermore, sardines are one of the few natural food sources that provide a perfect package deal: high-quality protein, anti-inflammatory fats, bone-building calcium from the tiny edible bones, and the crucial vitamin D needed to absorb it all. You simply cannot find this synergistic combination in a chicken breast or an egg. This is nature's formula for an active, aging body. Think about how many people avoid walking or gardening, not because their muscles are technically too weak, but because it just feels uncomfortable. That subtle ache, that morning stiffness, it's your body speaking to you. It's saying, "I am inflamed. I need better fuel." Adding one small can of sardines to your diet 3 times a week, perhaps on whole grain toast with a squeeze of lemon or mixed into a salad, can change that conversation. It can transform your body's message from "I hurt" to "I am ready." It's a profound shift that no pill can replicate. 3. The true muscle elixir. Why broth beats eggs for seniors. And now we arrive at the heart of our discovery today. The food that, for an aging body, is superior to eggs. The one that's been overlooked, misunderstood, and relegated to sick days when it should be a daily ritual for strength. It is collagen-rich bone broth. Let's be brutally honest. Why do so many seniors struggle even when they eat protein? Because muscle loss isn't just about muscle fibers. It's about the entire infrastructure: the joints, the cartilage, the tendons, and the gut lining that absorbs the nutrients. This is where eggs fall short. An egg is a good source of protein, but it does very little to support this crucial connective tissue. Your body is like a house. The muscles are the wooden frame, but the collagen is the mortar, the nails, and the foundation that holds everything together. After 60, that mortar begins to crumble. Your joints ache, your cartilage thins, and your gut becomes leaky. Eating more protein is like trying to nail new wood onto a crumbling foundation. It won't work. You must rebuild the foundation first. 0852. Bone broth is the ultimate foundation builder. When you slowly simmer bones, you release a cascade of healing compounds that an aging body is desperate for. Collagen and gelatin. These directly provide the building blocks to repair cartilage, soothe aching joints, and strengthen the gut lining. Amino acids like glycine. Glycine is a powerhouse. It fights inflammation, promotes deep sleep, which is when muscles repair, and supports detoxification. Eggs are low in glycine. Broth is rich in it. Easily absorbable minerals. Broth is a natural source of calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus in a form your body can actually use, unlike many chalky supplements. What makes bone broth truly exceptional for seniors is its bioavailability. It is, in essence, a pre-digested liquid food. The body barely has to work to absorb its benefits. For someone with a sluggish digestive system, this is a game changer. Many people report feeling a difference in their joint comfort and mobility within just 2 weeks of making it a daily habit. This isn't just anecdotal. A 2021 clinical trial found that elderly participants who consumed collagen peptides, the key component in bone broth, had a 30% increase in knee extension strength and walked faster compared to a placebo group. It's not magic. It's simply providing the raw materials your body has been missing. So how do you use it? The wisdom lies in the ritual. 1 warm cup, about 200 melons or 7 ounces, in the morning on an empty stomach. This allows for maximum absorption and sets a healing tone for the day. Another cup in the mid-afternoon, when energy often dips, can provide gentle nourishment. For those who can't make homemade broth, a high-quality, grass-fed collagen powder can be a good substitute. But it will never replace the holistic benefits of the real thing. The broth contains a symphony of nutrients that work together, something a powder can only approximate. From surviving to thriving. The wisdom in a cup. So, let's put it all together. The path to real, lasting strength after 60 isn't paved with more and more protein. It's paved with smarter nutrition. It's understanding that you must first heal the gut with fermented foods like tempeh so you can absorb your nutrients. It's knowing you must extinguish the silent fire of inflammation with omega-3 rich foods like sardines, so movement feels good again. And most importantly, it's realizing you must rebuild your body's entire infrastructure with collagen-rich bone broth, providing the very foundation that eggs and other proteins neglect. Muscle health is not a number. It is not about grams of protein. It is a system. It is the gut, the joints, the recovery, and the calming ritual of self-care. Healing is not found in a pill. It begins in your kitchen. It begins with 1 warm cup of broth, a moment of intention, and the body beginning to remember what it is capable of. This is the wisdom we strive to share on this channel. Not hacks or fads, but timeless practices proven by tradition and now being validated by science. Here is your invitation. Pick one of these 3 foods. Just one. Start with it tomorrow. Make it a small, consistent ritual and simply observe what happens over the next few weeks. Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara, Japan's legendary centenarian doctor, taught that true health isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters most. What you've learned today is a testament to that wisdom. I would be honored to hear your thoughts. Which of these 3 foods resonates with you the most? Which one will you try first? Please share your plans in the comments below. Your journey inspires us all. If this message has provided you with value, please show your support by liking this video, sharing it with someone you care about, and subscribing to Wisdom Free for more knowledge that empowers you to live with strength and independence no matter your age. Thank you for being here. And here's to rebuilding, restoring, and returning to the strength that has been within you all along.